Good morning. Today is the 15th of November and it's time for yet another very vague, not maybe very interesting and possibly very boring vlog. So having just come back from the NEC Classic Motor Show yesterday, it finished on Sunday but I actually came back yesterday because, well, I needed a bit of a rest. I always find that with that show, particularly as I filmed 22 parts of the slightly shambolic shuffle when I was there. I've been pondering this question, and it is YouTube really a collaborative medium, or is it just a place for you to kind of, I don't know, get on your own and build, you know, a nice successful channel and hopefully earn some money out of it? Well, I started a channel which was September 2018. My channel was never going to be actually just me on my own trying to do things. It subsequently mainly changed into that because the cost of getting someone else to, you know, film and edit content so it looked half decent was prohibitive, both because I didn't actually have a monetized channel for over a year after I started. That's fairly typical, really. And also I was encouraged by some people to give it a go and see if I could actually edit myself. I mean, I can. I'm not very good at it. I'm still not very good at it, and I don't really have the sort of time to get too much better, unfortunately. So the standard of editing you see on the channel is a standard of editing that will always be. I have tried various videos where I've done a lot of editing and tried to make it better, but they don't perform any better than something like this, which is going to be barely edited. So I sort of figure, you know, a couple of times a year when we do Two Jacket reviews, I let someone else do the filming and editing for me, and it's an awful lot better, much better filmed, much better edited, a piece of actually decent content. My presentation is still lacking, but that's my fault, not the person who's editing and filming it for me. But those videos still don't do better than anything else. So I sort of think, well, I'll just keep going the way that I am, because that's what people want to see. But what's happened is, rather than actually, you know, Mr. Franks or Mr. Bill or Mr. Richardson or whoever actually, you know, has been helping me out with Two Jacket reviews over the years, and I'm very grateful to all of them who have, and we are going to be filming some more. Whether or not you'll actually see some of those before this video goes out, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure at the moment whether you will. But the thing is that I've worked with other channels in the past, and I've worked with quite a lot of them, and they have produced an awful lot of wonderful experiences for me. I hope they've produced experiences for the other side as well, but for me, they are a wonderfully kind of exciting thing to do. Whether it's a very small channel, some of the channels I've worked with have been, you know, a couple of hundred subscribers or something like that. When I did the review of Mr. Waters, Swedish Car Enthusiast and Trains TV's Citroen C4 Cactus, I think he had less than 500 subscribers. So yeah, I mean, I was at that stage myself for a long time. I hit 1,000 subscribers about a year after I started the channel, and that's you know, working quite hard on it, and you know, to this day I still upload very frequently, as you know. But people offer you their cars, you offer your cars, people offer you theirs. It works very well. I had a very successful collaboration back in January with Amber from 24/7. She offered me her Mercedes, drove the Rover, we both enjoyed it. I'm actually this week doing a collaboration with Mr. Richardson from Furious Driving Channel. I'm driving two of his cars, and he's going to be driving this Volvo. He actually kind of said he wanted to film it before I'd even bought the car. Very, very keen to get going on it, and that's fine. One of my most wonderful things is a collaboration I've done with James Martin from JM on Cars, who's probably the biggest channel I've ever actually collaborated with. At the time of a collaboration that we did earlier this year, where I filmed his BMW Z3 and he filmed the Road 45 V6, he had, I think, over 200,000 subscribers, and I think I had about 5,000. And you know, the Z3 video did very well for me. The Volvo video did quite well for him. It's not, you know, the sort of figures that I think that he always gets. But when I looked at sort of how many people have seen the review of my car on YouTube, it was crazy, and loads of other channels have filmed it. Not 76 Cars filmed it. Of course, Furious Driving has done it. Fuel Power have done it. They're actually going to do it again because when Mr. Bill filmed the car in 2020, he didn't drive it. Probably same thing with Samuel Tivoli as well, and this, and you know, I've filmed all of their cars that worked. I've done the Mini, a channel, Fiat 500, Fiat Pan 100 horsepower. You know, my channel's actually grown by having collaborations. I think sometimes it depends what people are like on the other channels. They do enjoy seeing some other cars like that. They really do. I've got a collaboration coming up at some point with Mr. Hunt from Jeff Buys Cars, who is very into P80 platform Volvos like the C70. At some point we will do that. We're just waiting for a time when the diaries coincide. LXIX's assets, she's driven a few of my cars, and also some empty press cars I happen to have. She's driven the Rover, she's quite enjoyed that. We're going to remember Samuel at some point, and she's supposed to be driving this. So I've met some fantastic people through the world of YouTube, and is it true that we kind of, you know, sometimes meet up and have a chat and stuff? Well, you don't even need me to tell you that, but it happens. I mean, you can see that from, for example, the joint stand that Ian Seabrook and Mr. Richardson had at the NEC Classic Motor Show. They had a joint stand there, which previously, the last couple of times I've been to the NEC, both last November and March earlier this year, they had with Steph and the Volvo Classic. Now, Steph and I haven't managed to do a collaboration yet. I don't think we've even asked her. I'm not sure she want to drive any of my stuff. It's a bit too new for her, really, I think. But I see her around, and you know, I say hello and have a chat and things, and it's really nice. You know, the audience that I can have on the various channels that I collaborate with is really different. My audience is really different from JM on Cars. My audience is really different from my Driver Classic. It's even different from me and Seabrook's channel. I've also collaborated a lot with the Planet Auto channel in the past, who've been really good to me. Mr. Quirk actually was the one who gave me my editing software. I still use it. It's very old, but it works just fine for what I needed to do. He gave me that software and said, "Have a learn to edit, have a go, see what you can do." He's helped me out at various points in the past as well with doing stuff, and he's been really good about it. I've had my cars on his channel. I've had a couple of theirs on mine. It's just the way that it seems to work, and I think that's really kind of a lovely way to meet people and to do something really productive. The world is so full of kind of uncertainty and, you know, negativity, and often in lots of places, and a medium of like YouTube that is collaborative. If you all slogans broadcast yourself, it has opened a way for people like me to be able to actually talk to you now. Otherwise, it never would have happened. And do we sort of compete with each other? Well, I suppose we do. I mean, if you're choosing whose coverage of the NEC Classic Motor Show to watch, then dozens of channels pop up. There's tons of channels that have filmed it that I've never heard of that have covered it, and that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. Maybe there'll be some other channels I'll be covering them in the future. I'm sorry if I've missed off any. This is my head. It's just off the top of my head. I haven't actually kind of written it down or anything. But YouTube is a collaborative medium. That was what it was always kind of designed for. I'm glad that it is, because I've really benefited from it, and I hope the people that I've filmed stuff with benefited from it too. That's what it was always designed to be, and I hope it will continue to be like that. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again soon for more slightly less relevant music. Lloyd Consulting stickers, t-shirts and mugs are available by clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below.